We're live. Hooray, we're back.
Are we? Are we really back?
I don't know. Will you actually show up?
I'm here in my house.
No, you are at your house, but I mean, do you show up to our meetings?
I'm here in my house.
You're right.
If
You
you-
got me.
You can't.
I'm the weak link to RTF.
You're ruining this band.
This band of podcasters.
This band of podcasters.
This dual band.
And this podcast is brought to you by
Acai Republic. Go watch our what was it? Our ad. Yeah, we have an ad. We posted it 8 months ago with 9 views.
9 views. Take a good look.
Wait, hold up.
It's my powerful. What do you mean hold up? Don't you tell me to hold up? What is? Oh, please put that a little closer to the camera. Wonderful. Go check out Acai Republic. Where is this place?
Acai Republic. There are a couple of different locations. There's one in Tustin. That's the headquarters. First one. Then there's Laguna Niguel. There's
Oh, it's a goddamn monopoly.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Laguna Niguel, Huntington Beach, Newport, and I think the latest one will be open. No, there's one in Corona. Sorry, there's one in Corona, and then the newest one will be opening up in Fullerton. That's going to be in November. Isaac and I will be attending the grand opening ceremony.
I guess we'll be there if you want to hang out. When is this grand opening?
I don't know. They haven't posted those things yet, but we're gonna.
Right.
We'll cut the.
I'll
what is
be
it called?
there.
The ribbon.
I'm gonna cup the ribbon.
Cup the ribbon.
Cup it.
And then the real important people are actually gonna cut it.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
All right. So we are on episode 8 for your film consideration. Episode 8.
8 episodes, really?
Yeah, 8 episodes. Our last episode was 7 months ago with 16 views. We
were on the come up because the one before that we had 6 views.
Yeah, but it was posted twice, even though I keep deleting it. One has 8 views, so really we have a total of 14.
Well,
I've tried to delete this one multiple times. It won't die. And then one was 5 episodes, music and film, which was actually a pretty good episode.
Why do you want to delete that one? I don't.
Because there's 2 of the same. You see, this one is the aspect ratio isn't right.
Oh, I see.
I've tried to delete it multiple times. Also, Rounders, one of our greatest episodes, only has 1 view, and that should change. That should change. It only has 1 view, and the 1 view is me. It's me. I know it's me.
I listened to it on the Apple podcast.
Yeah.
But I don't watch the YouTube video. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but our Cuphead winning game.
We
thing
won?
is like
we didn't win. We lost.
Yeah, but that one boss battle we won.
Oh, that one.
I carried us. Remember
the one that you won?
Yeah. 10
really?
views. 10 views. All right. Anyways, we're on episode 8, and today's topic is top 3 best summer films of 2019. I was gonna make a top 10, but Isaac was like, there were no 10 films that came out.
There has not been 10 films,
which is a goddamn lie.
That's not a lie.
He just doesn't want to watch movies.
Name one film that came out this year.
Midsommar.
That's a good one.
You asked me to name one. I named the one.
There you go. Yeah.
I could name more.
You want to name? All right, name another one.
John Wick 3.
Another one.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
That's 3. All right, let's keep going. A 4th one.
The Farewell.
Oh, that's a 5th one.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
A 6th one. Let's see. Can he do it?
The Art of Self-Defense.
7th.
Avengers Infinity War.
8th.
Off the top of my head, probably something with The Rock. The Rock was probably in something. Right?
He was in a summer blockbuster.
He had to be.
Was it Godzilla this year?
He wasn't in that, but Godzilla did come out in the summer.
Oh, is there another one that we can think of?
Do I want to?
I don't want to.
Oh, Hobbs and Shaw.
That was the. It's not out yet, is it? It came out?
Yeah.
I'm missing it. All right, what's your? Are we gonna start from number 3 or
number
1?
3 to number 1. I do 3. He does 3, 2, 2, 1, 1.
Come on, dude. All right. Let's go.
You want me to start? Okay. At number 3, I have. This is off the top of my head. We didn't have much time to prepare. I didn't think we were actually gonna meet. But sorry.
Don't put this on the camera.
All right,
dude, come on. What are they gonna think of me? What are they gonna think of you?
At number 3, I have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ooh.
Number 3.
Number 3, controversial opinion. Don't at me. Number 3.
Get the hell out of my house.
Dude, what is that? Your number 1?
That's my number one, dude.
Our spoilers, bro. Spoilers. Come on.
Spoiler alert.
I baited
All right,
you.
let's
I baited
just, Let's
you.
just talk about it now.
No.
that we're here.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about
Let's
it.
bring it up.
So
Yes.
it is my number 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun. Leo's great. Brad is great. Oh, someone's sliding into his DMs.
It's all right, folks. That happens all the time.
I mean, obviously, I feel like this is going to be a lot of people's new favorite Quentin Tarantino film because lovers of Quentin love cinema in general, and this is a love letter to old school Hollywood. But obviously, there's a lot of controversy with the film, which I don't want to get into just yet. But I want to hear what Isaac loves about this film since it's his number 1.
Why you gotta put me on the spot? I was gonna build up to my number 1, but here we go.
No, I mean, don't get into all of it now.
No, yeah.
Just tidbits.
Let's just get into it now.
Because I want to like go head to head with our number 1s. You know what I mean? Like mine is clearly better.
Come on, dude. All right.
What's a standout feature of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that most people don't talk about?
A standout feature that most people don't talk about.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about everything. That's such a good movie. I guess just the way
Margot Robbie's feet in the theater. That's it. That's what you love about the film.
my favorite part of the film was when she was doing karate in the theater.
All right. Never mind. This was dropped to my number 10.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy just it's a slice of life film. I love that genre.
No, it can't be. It can't be slice of life.
How-
It's too exaggerated to be slice of life.
Just
The end scene? The end scene.
The ending is exaggerated, but the rest of it's not.
All right, so when Brad Pitt kicks Bruce Lee and he leaves like a giant dent in his car, that's slice of life for you.
But I mean, that's like, all right, he's like a larger than life character, but
Brad Pitt? You're right about that.
For the most part, the film like itself, it's pretty normal stuff goes on. Not a lot of intense like excitement happens, just like very small
Till the end.
things. Yeah, till the very end, of course.
And the end is the best part.
And the end is like very good part of the film, but it's not the whole film.
Tell me it wasn't awesome.
It was awesome.
The flamethrower?
It was
The best part of the movie.
It was
by
amazing.
far.
It was not-
by far.
the best.
Okay, what are you gonna say? Leo crying? Come on, dude. Get out of here. Get out of here. What's your number 3?
I don't want to do this to you, man. Do you want me to do this to you?
Do it.
Mid. How do you pronounce Midsommar?
Midsommar.
It's Midsummer. It's Midsummer.
But it's an O.
Midsummer.
Yeah, whatever. However you say it. Talk about Midsommar.
Midsummer. I don't like horror films, as you know, if you watched episode 7 of the show.
I don't think it's that one. It's episode 6. Spooky month.
You see, I don't even remember. It's been so long. What is this still? Are we still a group? Is this still a thing? We still doing this thing?
I don't know if you show up, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of spooky films. So going into it, I was pretty hesitant because the way like they branded it was like the super like spooky, intense horror film. But like watching it, it's more suspenseful than it is like a slasher film, I would say. And I enjoyed that because like just the tension that the director. What was the director's name?
His name is Ari Aster.
Ari Aster. Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Just like the way he like slowly built that tension up until the end in that final scene where the guy gets what's coming to him because he's a bit of a jerk. It's very powerful. And then
He reminded me of you.
thank you. We're twins actually. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I was reading an article, I think it was in the LA Times, as far as like what the meaning or like some of the themes behind it, because I really had no idea what the hell this director was thinking. And one of the general ideas the initial idea behind it really was how it's basically like the film is, in a way, an intense version of a breakup.
Yes.
Which I thought, like, it was like, whoa, like, that's exactly it. That's, like, the background. It just happens that, like, the background for it happened to be this crazy festival in Sweden, but... Is Sweden?
Yeah.
Good guess, right? but
they
like
say it a million times in the movie, but yeah.
but it's been a while. It's been a whole summer since
it
I've
has.
seen it.
Yeah.
It came out in July, like 2 months ago. But yeah, I really enjoyed that theme. Like that just made me look at it through a different lens. I saw it 3 times, so I really enjoyed this film.
That's
a lot.
why he didn't see any other movie in the summer.
That's why I didn't see any other movie. I spent all my money on this one.
I did watch an interview with Ari, and he talked about that, saying that in its core, I think it's just a breakup film, and he was going through his own breakup when he was writing it. But what I wanted to mention quickly is that I don't really think of this as a horror film. I think of it more as a thriller, because it has that. I feel like it has those classic elements of a thriller where it's like ordinary protagonist thrown into like extraordinary world, like. They're not really in control of the situation.
Totally.
The antagonist knows everything. The antagonist but ends up becoming, I guess, like a hero in the end.
Yeah.
And the antagonist is their Swedish friend.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah, because he knows exactly
He knows
what's going to
what's
happen.
going on.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I think that's half the appeal of it. It's marketed as a horror film, right? Even the poster is like her crying.
Totally.
But I mean, horror and thriller are sort of like they're like cousins, pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the time they're used interchangeably when that's not the case for the most part.
Right. I think this is much more of a thriller.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get someone to watch the movie, I don't think people are going to say, "Oh, this is a European thriller." They're going to say, "Hey, this is kind of a messed up horror film.
Totally.
Let's watch it."
Totally.
Yeah. Midsommar, great film. Let's move on to number 2.
Number 2.
My number 2 is. Are you ready for it?
You're creating some serious tension here.
It's Midsommar.
Come on, man. You can't just...
See, we moved on, but we didn't move on. Midsommar is a great movie. Did you watch the extended edition?
I did not. Did you?
No, I have a life.
Good. I'm glad.
Because they only released it for like 1 week. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm not... You gonna make me stop everything for the 1 week?
Yeah.
No. Maybe Ari, in the same interview I just mentioned, he was talking about how he had an extended cut.
Yeah.
But his extended cut was like 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah, this one was like just 3.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it was just very early on in the editing process, and he just had that.
Oh, okay.
And then he was like, "This is great," or he didn't think it was great, but that was what he had. And then someone was like, "No, this is you can't do it. You obviously can't do it.
You can't do it."
But at some point, it was a
Has
4-hour
anyone
film.
done that before, like a 4-hour film?
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in America.
Really?
Once Upon a Time in America by Sergio Leone. I just had a class, and in my class, Professor asked us, "What's an overrated film?" And I gave him 2 options: Titanic and Once Upon a Time in America. Once Upon a Time in America is like, it's just, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But that's a different topic for a different day.
Totally.
Maybe next episode.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a good topic. We'll do that next
It's
time.
it's on
Overrated,
Netflix if you guys want to watch it. Once Upon a Time in America.
How long is it?
It's not exactly 4 hours. It's about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
3 hours and 45.
Yeah, so it's around 4 hours.
What drives a man to write a film of that length? At what point would you be like, oh, I need to stop?
I think at that point they just felt like Sergio Leone probably felt like this is my it's like my mobster film that I need to make.
Totally.
Right. It's in the vein of Goodfellas and The Godfather, but I feel like it doesn't really hold up to those sort of films.
Wasn't I think I've seen wasn't Robert De Niro in that?
Yeah. He has 3-minute rape scenes. He's just like
Is he doing the
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
God.
why I don't really like it. James Woods is in it. My arch nemesis. The only thing good he's been in is a Family Guy. Maybe Hercules. Hercules is kind of.
He was in Hercules?
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Hades.
He's. Yeah, he was. He did do a good Hades. I do remember that.
Anything else about Midsommar? Do you think you'll watch the extended cut when it comes out on DVD?
Yeah, I'd like to. Definitely. I think it was
See, there he is.
besides the plot. Yeah, he's right there. James Woods. the elusive James Woods. I feel like, aside from the plot, which I really enjoyed, I feel like the film itself was like really beautiful, really well made. Wonderful camera work.
It takes advantage of the widescreen format. I feel like every shot is carefully detailed.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
What was your number 2?
Well, let's see.
Since I already know your number 3 and your number 2.
You're my number 2. You know my number 2?
Sorry, your number 3 and your number 1.
Are you ready?
You're just looking it up right now.
I'm looking it up right now.
Dude,
because
I know you don't think that 10 movies came out this summer, but you
I
know
wanna-
at least 3 of them did.
I want to make sure that it did come out this summer.
What is it? Just tell me what you think it is, and I'll confirm it. Is it The Grinch?
It's The Grinch. Did it come out this summer?
No, it did not come out this summer.
Let me.
We're waiting on him. Well, while we wait on him,
Well, here I'm not gonna say it. Damn it! Why are there ads on Fandango? Did it come out this summer?
it did come out this summer. It was a
Okay.
very early summer.
Because we saw this one. We saw this one together.
Oh, don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Don't tell the audience that.
Why?
It's embarrassing. They'll think we're friends.
Oh, you're right.
We're just coworkers.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we don't hang out outside of this.
No.
So yeah.
Tell them what it is.
Am I allowed to say this on?
Number 2 for Isaac is The
Last
Black Man,
in
San Francisco. San Francisco.
Wonderful.
Can you tell us why you loved it?
Why I loved it? Let me just say the title one more time.
So 2 A24 films and then 1 Tarantino film.
You don't have to say it like that. You don't have to say it. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to bring that up, but you did, and I'm glad you did. 'Cause The Last Black Man in San Francisco. How many films do we have about San Francisco?
Too many.
How many films do we have about black men in San Francisco?
Not enough.
Exactly. That's it. No more talking about this movie. That just says everything.
I will say this. It is probably the most underrated film of the year. I have not heard anyone bring it up in any sort of discussion
I brought it up
ever.
right now.
Yeah, just you. You are a pioneer right now.
93% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, 93%. Where is that? All right, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. But have you literally heard anyone talk about The Last Black Man in San Francisco?
No one has talked about it.
No, I don't get it. It's a very ambitious film. I mean, I feel like it is. It's one of those films that does try to say something, and it might not hit all of its notes, but ambition is something that is rarely seen.
Totally.
So the fact that they just go for it is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so odd. Like The Last Black Man in San Francisco is about two black men, really.
Two black men. They're best friends.
It's Jimmy and Mont. Jimmy and Mont are not the stereotypical alpha male black man living in whatever urban setting they're in. I think they don't live in San Francisco. They live in probably like Oakland.
No, they live in San Francisco.
They just don't live in that house.
In like the nice house, yeah. It's like a little sketchy area.
So they're somewhat far away from the nice city, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it just tries to say a lot about like super alpha male culture within their sort of environment, and Mont is not like that at all.
He's the antithesis of that, really.
Yeah.
I feel like it speaks to a lot of like identity as a person of color. Like most people of color that are men, you're sort of penciled in as or boxed in as like someone who's like the alpha male and this tough guy. And here, the two main characters are people that don't exhibit any of those alpha male qualities at all, and yet they still make it work. But obviously they struggle.
Jimmy has some of those deep down inside of him. But it's not something he pursues or something that he wants to be. I think he's sort of forced to be in that sort of culture, especially since we meet his father, who's very much that sort of character. But Mont is nothing like. I don't feel Mont is nothing like that, but he grew up in that sort of culture. He just does not embrace it at all. Like he'd rather be himself.
Yeah.
It is a very odd film, I think.
Odd in what sense?
Odd in today's Hollywood culture and the fact that very little actually happens. Like in terms of if I break down a scene by scene analysis of a comedy or an action film, a lot is already occurring within the first 20 minutes. In The Last Black Man in San Francisco, it is merely just introducing us to their ordinary world.
Definitely.
So the reason I'm surprised that you bring it up is the fact that not much happens, so not a lot of people are going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Midsummer is an ambitious film, but a lot happens.
Totally.
The first 10 minutes, there's already like 3 people are murdered.
Yeah.
And then we learn about other people's backstories, like the Swedish guy whose name I can't remember.
I can't remember it
But
either.
his parents were murdered.
Yeah.
And then The Last Black Man in San Francisco, there's nothing like that. They go and Jimmy's obsessed with a house. That's pretty much his thing. That's his defining
That's
characteristic.
the whole movie. He's obsessed with the house.
Yeah, pretty much.
Spoilers.
And then Mont wants to make a play.
Yeah.
These are not the heroes that people want to spend their hard-earned money to see.
Totally. Yeah, it's like it's really unique in that sense, I guess. I don't think there's another film like it that came out.
It says here, like just Google search, the box office is 4.5 million, which is horrendous. That's horrendous.
What was their budget?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they just made 4 million, I mean, that just sounds bad. I mean, unless everyone worked for free.
I mean, it's an independent film, but
It doesn't see it. I can't see the.
I think they paid to be in the film.
I don't know.
Yeah, that doesn't say the budget. That's interesting. Huh.
Anyways, Last Black Man in San Francisco. Go check it out for our end of the year show. It'll definitely be brought up so we can look smarter than we actually are, for sure. All right, let's move on to number 1. How about you talk about yours first, since we already know it, and then mine will be still in
No,
suspense.
I think we should talk about yours first because you're being a little sneaky.
All right, number 1. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, number 1 is The Art of Self-Defense.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
The Art of Self-Defense is
Okay.
the funniest film I've seen all year.
Oh my god.
It is absolutely hilarious. I could not stop laughing the whole time. It is. I've seen it twice. Second time is better.
You didn't think to invite your coworker out?
Who's my coworker?
Your coworker Isaac out?
No, because you always say no. Or you're. Oh, okay. Like this summer, I went to the theater, and he always says he's too busy, or he always bails on me. I went to go watch a movie with my family. I went to see Spider-Man: Far From Home.
I want to go with your family.
Which is now
That's your family
an
time.
irrelevant Spider-Man film. Anyways, I go in. They go. My I don't know who is it. My mom is going to buy popcorn. I'm in line with her, and guess who I see? Isaac and his other friend. Lies, all lies. This is why nothing ever gets done at RTF.
I went to see Midsummer, which I had said I would
With
not
who? With
go
who?
and see.
With your boy, with your real boy,
Let's
and then you
not.
saw it 3 more times with him.
With someone else.
No,
Someone else.
wrong.
I took my mom to see it. She was terrified. It was a mistake.
It was a mistake. I
Sorry,
could have told
Mom.
you that. Why'd you do
I
that?
don't know. I thought she would like it.
No.
Yeah,
Anyways,
anyway.
The Art of Self-Defense with Jesse Eisenberg is the funniest movie you will ever see ever.
You're lying.
I am lying. But for me, it is hilarious. It is the funniest movie ever. It attacks... I guess it's somewhat similar to this Last Black Man in San Francisco, where it attacks that whole, like, alpha male culture, but in a more satirical sort of way, whereas The Last Black Man attacks it in a more serious sort of way.
Totally.
Also, it has a martial arts background, so I just find it hilarious with certain tendencies, I guess, within the film. Also, the director is a big fan of martial arts too. I think he won like Nogi Worlds, so
Wow.
he seems like a nice guy. Isaac has yet to see it. I told him he should watch it.
Okay, but look at their box office.
What's their box office?
2.4.
Ooh, that is garbage, and that has Jesse Eisenberg in it.
I'm glad.
People know that guy.
I'm glad you brought the. I'm glad you
No
brought
way.
this one
Are
up.
you serious?
Yeah, look at
So
box
are you
office.
saying the 2 times I went to see it like is half the box office results?
Hell yeah.
No way. 2.4 million? That is horrendous. All right, never mind. This is just it's done. It's top 50 now.
It's no longer the number one.
I only look at successful films.
I only like films that make more than 100 million at the box office. Let's see how Once Upon a Time in Hollywood did. 313.9 million. That's why it's my number one, folks.
Because he's basic and watches A24 films and Quentin Tarantino films. Why don't you might as well just watch. Why don't you just put Lion King at number 4 or something?
Lion King is an honorable mention.
Oh,
for
honorable
the
mention.
Worst movie of the year. Did you see that?
I did see it. Did you?
It was so bad.
No, come on. It was all right.
Come on. Honestly, I did like Seth Rogen's part. Pumbaa?
That's not fair. Seth Rogen is hilarious at whatever he does.
Yeah, that was the
It's
only
not
thing
fair.
that I liked from the film. Other than that, I wasn't having it. And it's a film I've seen already, technically. I mean, the story.
Right, the story.
I feel like it didn't work as well.
No, it doesn't because it loses a lot of the charm.
A lot of the magic.
A
A lot of
the
that
magic.
Disney magic.
Yeah, especially with that intro with Timon and Pumbaa where they sing that song.
Yes.
And then in the original, there's like a bunch of colors in the background. They
Yes.
like transform. They're like, I don't know, they're in the Sahara Desert and then suddenly they're in the tropical rainforest. But
It's
in
weird.
the new one, they're just in the Sahara.
The whole time.
The whole time. And there's no magic to it. Except they're still hilarious. They're not both hilarious. It's just Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen's just funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Nah, I don't know. Like, he could just do anything to make me laugh. It's pretty easy.
He could just laugh and it'll make you laugh.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you have any other honorable mentions?
I just want to mention it made 1.6 billion at the box office, which I think is ridiculous.
So we can't use box office to determine quality. That is why The Art of Self-Defense is the best
It's
summer
the
film.
best. It made the least,
It made the least, so obviously the best. Hilarious film.
clearly.
You watch anything else?
I did not. Those are the only films
You didn't
I
watch
saw.
Toy Story 4?
I did not. I
Why not?
refuse.
Duke Kaboom's actually pretty funny.
You what?
Duke Kaboom, the Canadian,
I have no
played
idea.
by Keanu Reeves. It's the summer of Keanu. All right, so
Yeah. Get
so
the
for
hell outta here.
so for my honorable mentions, I have a couple. First one that should be brought up is The Farewell. The Farewell is a genius film. That is great. It was almost there. I was debating between kicking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood out and then putting The Farewell in. I'm sorry.
You're not.
You're right. I'm not sorry. The Farewell is great. The Asian gang's taking over Hollywood slowly. It's over. Hustlers came out. Constance Wu was on a roll. I heard she was mad that what is it called? Fresh Off the Boat got another season.
Why?
I don't know. She's a big star now, I guess, after Crazy Rich Asians. She didn't want to be on that show no more.
Who?
Constance Wu.
Who is that?
She's an actress on Fresh Off the Boat, and then she was the lead in Crazy Rich Asians, and then she was in Hustlers with J-Lo.
Oh, okay. She was a lead in Crazy Rich Asians?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Asian Gang strong now. Asian Gang
Totally.
strong.
And
Ronnie Chang is the funniest guy ever. Have you seen his show?
I have not.
It was an Australian show. You can get the first season on YouTube for like $15
Oh,
or
nice.
$20, something like that. It's hilarious.
I'll
That guy's
look into
hilarious.
it. I'll look into it.
Yeah. What else was there? The best action film, not Avengers: Infinity War, but do you know what it is?
Was it John Thick?
John Thick 3 is a goddamn masterpiece. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Those are the best choreographed films I've ever seen that came out of Hollywood.
Wow.
Name a better one. You can't.
The
Stop.
Matrix?
No.
The Matrix?
No.
How
Too much wire work. Though I recently rewatched The Matrix. It has great choreography, but John Wick is dedicated to like this balance of extreme and somewhat authentic defense.
Huh.
You watch the trailers, or not the trailers, but like the behind the scenes look at the first one. They have like, I don't know, Keanu Reeves is just training with a bunch of military weapons, and he's looking pretty good when he's shooting. And then he trained with the Machado brothers for his jiu-jitsu, and his judo's great. That's a good movie. I'm sorry. That's a great
Wow.
film, yeah.
I think I have to check that one out.
Story doesn't matter. Just look at the action. It's awesome.
Story doesn't matter. John Wick.
He
is
kills
my
someone with
new
a book.
Number one.
He kills someone with a book.
Did you ever see what's that? Do you remember the movie Pitch Black with Vin Diesel?
No, I don't watch Vin Diesel movies. I'm sorry. Except Guardians of the Galaxy. That's about it.
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy?
He's Groot.
Come on, dude. That doesn't even count as acting.
He did I Am Groot for every single dub. Every single language. Fun fact. Let's go.
Does he do it in Spanish too?
Yeah.
No, he does not.
Yo soy Groot. And then at the end, nosotros somos Groot.
I'm sorry, man. That is ridiculous.
All right, let me throw some other ones at your way.
Throw it at my face.
Long Shot. Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't see that one. Detective Pikachu.
Oh, I didn't see that. I've heard good things about it.
It was pretty decent. The Sun is also a star.
Booksmart. I loved Booksmart. That doesn't count as summer, though.
No, he doesn't. He's lying. He's lying. He just likes Olivia Wilde. And he's hoping that she watches this podcast. That's such a lie. You don't like that movie.
What? Why did you not like it?
No, you don't.
I do like it.
No. I can send screenshots. I'll post them at the end that he did not like that movie.
Why are you trying to expose me, man?
Dude, because you're lying. Aladdin.
No. Just no.
Brightburn.
I didn't see it. It looked too scary.
It was pretty decent.
Rocket Man was pretty good.
Didn't see that one. That was good.
Honorable mention, Rocket Man.
Dark Phoenix.
I didn't see it.
The Secret Life of Pets 2.
I refuse to watch that.
Men in Black International.
How was that?
Never saw it.
12%? 22%?
Shaft.
No, I refuse.
Rip. Toy Story 4.
Nope.
Okay. I accept that.
Yesterday? That one looked good. I wanted to see it, but I didn't.
I didn't see it either. Spider-Man Far From Home.
I didn't see it because it
Crawl.
doesn't matter now. I didn't see it.
Dora.
How was that? 84%? What the?
I didn't watch that one.
Why?
The Kitchen.
No.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
That's too scary. I wanted to see that Bernadette movie.
Which one?
Did you see it? Where'd you go, Bernadette? Yeah.
No.
It's Richard Linklater, so you know it's going to be a great film. It's like Boyhood.
What about it? This? It has 46%.
The critics have no idea what they're doing.
Good Boys.
No. That looked bad.
Angel Has Fallen.
No.
All right, that's all, everything that's relevant.
That's it?
Except Avengers Infinity War.
That doesn't count as a movie.
It's an event. All right.
Infinity War? It's Endgame, man.
Oh, shoot, dude. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Why don't you correct me?
I just thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. Well, Infinity War is better than Endgame.
I didn't even see Endgame, and I already know Infinity War was better.
John Wick 3 is the best movie. Sorry. I changed it. I changed my mind.
You can't just do that.
I know. I'm kidding.
You're going to confuse the audience.
You're right. Go watch John Wick 3. Because no one cares about Black Man in San Francisco. No one cares about The Art of Self-Defense. No one cares about Midsommar. They care about John Wick 3.
They care about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
They do.
That's the only movie that
Only
matters.
because of the end scene. And Margot Robbie's feet. There you go. All right. That was a great episode, guys.
Thanks.
We'll come back soon.
Give me a high five here.